Hi, I'm Kendall Anne Thompson, and I'm here on the stage of the Roxy Regional Theatre, and it's closing night of Beehive, my last show for now at the Roxy. I've been here for 1 year since starting my career here at Shout. I guess how I began here was a friend of mine, Greg Pember, who I went to school with at the Boston Conservatory. We graduated together in May of 2010, and I was in New York for the summer, and he was working down here doing Into the Woods and Forever Plaid. And they had asked him to play Hamlet this past season, and they needed an Ophelia. So I decided to submit my headshot and resume and sent a cover letter hoping that Tom and John would ask me to be in their show because I'd heard such great things about the theater. And it turns out that once they got my packet of information, one of the girls had unfortunately could not do Shout, the green girl in Shout, and they asked me if I was available. So I packed my bags from New York City and flew down here to the Roxy, and I've been here ever since. So yeah, that's, well, I guess how I came here. I've been in I don't know how many shows. Ryan said 13 the other night, and I couldn't believe it, but I guess it has been about 13 productions since I came here last fall. So Beehive. Oh gosh, okay, we'll start with Shout, I was the green girl. And then I did Dracula, I was one of the vampire girls. Around the World in 80 Days, I was Aouda. Christmas Carol, I was Mary and Belle. Then after I went home for Christmas break, I wasn't in Ain't Misbehavin', but I did help with some of the tech stuff, so I was doing spotlights and stuff with that. After that, I did, what was next?
Hamlet?
Hamlet was right after that?
I don't know.
Was Hamlet next? Hamlet, I think, was the first production I started with after January. I was Ophelia in that. And then I was doing Doubt, Sister James, Beautiful in the Extreme, Sacagawea, Civil War. I was Sarah. John Denver, I was one of the singers in that. And then Sound of Music, Julie Andrews, that was my role in Sound of Music. And now Beehive. And so yeah, that's a lot. Holy cow. It's gone by so fast, I couldn't believe it.
What's your favorite role?
I mean, I've loved every role for different reasons. I mean, so many roles that I've had the opportunity to play here have stretched my boundaries a lot more than I ever did before in either professional theaters or at school. Shout was obviously tons of fun, and so I'm really excited to be able to kind of come full circle and do another 60s review with more fabulous women that can sing their faces off, so that's been a lot of fun. Hamlet was artistically such an amazing experience. I've always loved Shakespeare, and I love being able to work with my friend Greg again and work with John, of course, on Shakespeare because he's an amazing director. I mean, Sound of Music is just kind of one of those shows that you would never want to pass up the opportunity, so I was so fortunate to be able to play Maria in The Sound of Music because I was telling my mom and dad and my grandparents who got to come down from Minnesota to watch the show that when I was singing the opening number, knowing that they were in the audience, it kind of overwhelmed me because here I was as a 23-year-old woman singing this song to my family who was in the audience, who I had grown up with sitting on the living room floor with my grandparents watching Julie Andrews on the TV, just in awe, never realizing that I could be doing that 20 years later. So that's been amazing. Oh my gosh. Well, I got to work with Leslie Green in Hamlet and then also in Doubt. And that was, I mean, she's just an amazing actress and really just wonderful to work with on stage. And I knew that when I came down here and we were talking about maybe some other opportunities that I could have during the season, that Doubt was on their bill for this season. And I wanted to be in that show so badly, and then knowing that Tom was going to be playing Father Flynn, I thought that was a really amazing opportunity. It was kind of surreal to be on stage sharing this moment with somebody that had been directing me and also I just looked up to so much as the artistic director, director of this theater. And then also being able to share the stage with John McDonald in A Christmas Carol was always just an amazing experience to be able to have that and always keep that forever. So.
Would you ever think about coming back?
Of course I want to come back. We've already been talking about shows that I'll be coming back for sooner than later. So all the time that I've spent here in Clarksville has been incredible. I think that the community is amazing. I think that the Roxy Theater is amazing and has so much to offer the community. And I think it's a really great thing that that John and Tom and the artistic experience that they're giving the community has sort of outgrown this space. And I think that they are deserving of a new Center for Arts and Education, and that it's a very, very important thing for this city. So I love Clarksville, and I will always, always have a place for it in my heart, and I will always come back. So in the spring, I will be up for Spring Awakening, which is a contemporary musical, and it's based on a play. I think it was written in the 1800s. I don't remember who the playwright is, whoops. But it's a musical written by Duncan Sheik, is the composer. And it's basically a coming-of-age story for these teenagers in Germany. And the musical is very contemporary, like rock, so it's a lot of fun. I think that the Austin P crowd would really like it, but I think that the story is really, really powerful. So come out and see that one. And then also Winter's Tale, the Shakespeare, for this season. So I'll be here for that. I'm very excited.